Returning to the Common Sense Crypto channel, I hope this message finds you all well. Here we go again with Rich, back with another video on XRP. Wherever you are in this magnificent planet, I hope today is going swimmingly for you. Now let's chat about XRP. However, I will demonstrate my certainty that we are involved with the elite in this video. By the end of this, you will understand why Brad exudes such self-assurance whenever he addresses the international, the monetary fund, and other heads of state, and why Ripple is perpetually invited to participate. However, I will also reveal the future, specifically the events leading up to the emergence of the new financial system. This is the place to hear Jim Rickards, beginning in New York and ending in South America. A pattern started to take shape as I started making associations. It uncovered a web of over 189 people stationed inside the world's largest banks. Among them are senior officials from the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and each of the G20 country central banks, including the U.S. Federal Reserve. A shared vision is about to be realized by these elites. That plan calls for a unified global monetary system, global tax system, and global order. For a long time, they've been planning behind the scenes to make that dream a reality. Indeed, the rules of global banking have been rigged. At this present moment, everything is essentially set up. Plus, there isn't much of a means to prevent this from occurring. They plan to turn off the world's banking system when the crisis occurs. Doing so will buy them some breathing room to implement their plan to reset the global economy. Trump will be helpless to avert the impending catastrophe as it develops. The president's authority would be severely curtailed if we attempted to thwart them. That is very remarkable, Jim. So your BlackRock contact, what were the desires of these elites? Their basic goal is to label BlackRock as a too-big-to-fail company. Computerized Index of Financial Institutions (CFI) is the technical word. Financial institutions like Bank of America typically fall under that category. Gaining the CFI designation indicates that your bank will be the first to get government assistance in the event of a catastrophe. However, until the crisis passes, you will also be required to relinquish ownership of your bank. The asset manager BlackRock is being reclassified as too big to fail in this instance. If all goes according to plan, they can prevent BlackRock from reacting to the crisis. Clients of BlackRock will not have the option to sell. Neither will be within their price range. Without a set end date, their accounts will remain black. Along with the top-tier assassins, listen up, he brought up BlackRock. There is a purpose to BlackRock's affiliation with the World Economic Forum, as I have been mentioning to you throughout. What exactly is BlackRock promoting at the moment? Such exchange-traded funds for Bitcoin. Also, did you pay attention to his comment about turning a switch? The phrase "flip the switch" has been floating around in your head as an XRP holder for as long as you can remember. It works that way. The world turns black. The new monetary system goes live the second the power goes back on. At that point, BlackRock and everybody else holding Bitcoin would likely be bankrupt. This is anyone in possession of XRP. Your cryptocurrency's value will unexpectedly surge since it would be suddenly available on all those rails. That might be what's on the horizon, but pay attention to his claim that they already have agents embedded across the whole financial system. However, where do global leaders stand? The former World Economic Forum founder Klaus Schwab boasts openly about his involvement with infiltrating governments around the globe. Hear this. This idea of bringing together young leaders has been a feature of the World Economic Forum for a long time. The young world leaders, I'm mentioning Mrs. Merkel, Vladimir Putin, and so on, have all been members of the World Economic Forum. Now, nevertheless, we take great pride in the fact that younger leaders such as Prime Minister Trudeau and the presidents of Argentina and other countries have publicly acknowledged that we have penetrated their cabinets. Thus, they have already gained access to every cabinet on Earth. The big reset agenda is being followed by world leaders who have been appointed. Building back better has been a term you've likely heard before. The culmination of all this is the Great Reset. The first step is to wake up and see the matrix. In order to get the system ready to go digital, I'm currently on step 99. To me, it's as simple as turning a switch. Currently, I am available. The goal of the elite is to control, subjugate, and divert the masses. Tell me what they're up to at the moment. Take a look at the headlines in the leading news outlets. The only thing they discuss is Bitcoin. We XRP holders are constantly bringing up the topic of practicality and applications. In the grand scheme of things, not everyone will emerge victorious. Following the narrative of the mainstream media will lead many individuals to become recipients of universal basic income. They would advise you to put your money into the appropriate cryptocurrencies that will form the Basis of the next monetary system if they truly wanted you to become wealthy. Japanese people have a soft spot for XRP. Hear Brad Garlinghouse perform live here. Realizing that Japan is the place where you are involved. Yes, tell me why that is. What makes the Japanese market unique and advantageous for your business? Of course, Ripple is huge in Japan. Oh, and Kansas as well. Consequently, Japan is a distinct market. I am unsure about Kansas at this time. Consequently, we partnered with SBI, a major leader in the financial services industry in that country. Please note SBI. That's crucial. As for the Japanese market, SBI Ripple Asia is a company that caters to it. In order to resolve the cross-border issue we've been discussing, we are contacting Asian banks. The fact that Japan's local trains are inefficient is really intriguing. Because while we can gripe about AIK all we want, it has its flaws, but overall, Ripple's technology isn't used much for domestic settlements. Actually, it is. Even though Ripple could perform a better job, we'll ignore it for now. Is money involved, in your opinion? Yet, given SBI, why? Is Ripple a huge deal in Japan? I believe this very thing is to blame. According to Japanese investor Edmund D. Rothschild, XRP and SBI are a lot of fun. This month, SBI will launch their XRP platform. And it's right here for you to see. The SBI owns both the company and its holdings. XRP, Ripple's cryptocurrency, which is owned 8.7% by individuals. By investing with the top, you can be certain. A national currency based on XRP is being considered by Japan. It's hard for me to say whether it will actually happen. Every single bank in Japan will be using Ripple's XRP by the year 2025, according to SBI CEO. My guess is that it's more probable. Hence, XRP being officially adopted as the currency of Japan. The next step is up to us to determine. Yet this is the bank that the Rothschild family owned and controlled. All of these financial institutions are owned by Rothschild. Look at the list, and it's enormous. It's just endless. The Federal Reserve is the one entity that is absent from this list. It is common knowledge at this point that the Federal Reserve is a private organization. And if you were to speculate, you'd also argue that the Federal Reserve is owned by Rothschild. That is already widely believed. However, this explains why so many national treasuries are developing their own digital money and relying on RippleNet technology, and if Ripple isn't what they're utilizing, Stellar will be. Hedera is also being used by them. A vast network is being subtly expanded by the elites. The CEO of Ripple finds an incredibly welcoming audience at the World Economic Forum in Davos. Give this a listen. I am here for that purpose. For that reason, I visit Davos. I want to partner with regulators and show them how Ripple approaches this. Which is why I'm meeting with them. In this light, we assess the market. I must admit, the audience here at Davos is quite accommodating. Oh, and by the way, you won't believe who else frequents Davos, Brad. Rothschild bloodline. World Economic Forum's Klaus Schwab. He controls the World Economic Forum. I seriously doubt that Ripple's ties to these banks are coincidental. That was intentional. To further the agenda of the elite, Ripple proposed a solution. Digital currencies, digital money, and digital transactions maintained by a central bank. Because of this, we are witnessing Ripple's meteoric rise to prominence. Ripple will surpass Amazon, BlackRock, and Tesla in size, as I've warned you in multiple videos. And it's all deliberate. Take a look at the links to Ripple. This is the new financial highway. Ripple is the central hub. Every time I make a video, I make sure to show you the global connections that Ripple is forging. Even if it's not through Ripple's partners, I pointed out that the bricks already have rails within. However, Ripple is the endpoint